affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more.
Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm John and I regularly post tutorials here on YouTube to suit all different abilities. Today we're going to be looking at the beautiful Beatles song In My Life from their 1965 album Rubber Soul. John Lennon wrote the lyrics, but there is some dispute as to whether it was him or Paul McCartney who wrote the melody for the song. We'll be looking at the song in its original key of A major so that you can play along with the Beatles recording, but I've also created a play along video for the song that I will link to in both the card above and the video description below. So grab your ukulele, check that you're in tune, and we'll get started. But just before we do, if you do find this tutorial helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It really helps me a lot with making more of these video tutorials moving forward. If you'd like a PDF copy of the song sheet with the lyrics and the riffs and the chord diagrams, buy me a coffee. See how to do so in the video description below, and I'll email one over to you. Alternatively, join me over at my Patreon site where all my video tutorials and accompanying PDFs can be found in one place. The link for this can also be found in the video description below. The song starts with its iconic riff that is played twice over a 4-bar intro, and then next we have an 8-bar verse. This is then followed by an 8-bar chorus. Then the riff is played again, but just once this time over 2 bars, and then comes the second verse, followed by another chorus, and then next we get the instrumental bridge section with the piano solo for 8 bars, which is followed by one more chorus, then a single riff is played once again, then the final line is sung a cappella with a slightly adapted riff to finish the song. Because there are quite a lot of split bars in the verses of the song, where there are 2 chords sharing each bar, I'm generally just playing a down, 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 down pattern over these bars, with the first chord taking the first 2 downs and the second chord taking 3 and 4. So, but there are also some variations in this which I'll cover in a minute. In the chorus, where the chord changes are 1 bar each, I generally play a down, down, up, down, up, which is often referred to as the calypso or the island strum. So, as mentioned before, the song has an iconic riff which is played over a bar of A and a bar of E7 at the beginning of the song, and this is played twice. As per the tablature you can now see below, you'll see that we start by playing a C sharp at the first fret of the C string, the 3rd string from the floor, and I'd suggest you using your first or your index finger here. Then we pick the open A string, the string nearest the floor. Next we pick the C sharp at the first fret of the C string, once again with our index finger, and then we immediately hammer on with our second or middle finger to the D note at the 2nd fret of the same string. So with our right or picking hand, we only pick the C sharp note, and then our left or fretting hand hammers on our 2nd finger to the 2nd fret, sounding the D note without actually picking the string again. So next we pick the open E string, the 2nd string from the floor, and finally we pick the G sharp note at the 1st fret of the G string, the string nearest our face, to finish the riff. So the full riff would sound something like this. And then this riff would be repeated again. It's worth noting here that if we were playing the chords while somebody else was playing the riff, we'd be playing a bar of A and E7 for each repeat of the riff. But we would actually need to change from the A to the E7 chord early, where the final note in bar 1, the G sharp at the 1st fret of the G string, is played. So in order for this to work, we would need to strum with the same rhythm as the riff. So in the first bar of A, down, 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 up, over a bar of A, but we would change to the E7 on the final up of this pattern. So, and then for the full bar of E7 that follows, we'd miss the first down and play up, down, up, up, down, up. So the strumming over the intro bars of A and E7 with the early change would be Please feel free to experiment with this, but that early change to E7 is quite important. The verses are 8 bars long, and in bar 1 we have an A chord, sharing the bar evenly with an E7. So just playing down strums with 2 beats on each chord. In bar 2 we have an F sharp minor and an A7. But a bit like the intro, we need to change to the A7 early, so on the up strum after beat 2. So I would probably actually play the calypso or the island strum for this bar, so down, down, up, down, up, and change to the A7 on the up strum after the second down, and then play the up, down, up to finish the bar. So then in bar 3, you'll be pleased to hear that we just have an evenly split bar D and D minor, with just 2 down strums per chord. In bar 4 we have a full bar of A, where I just play the calypso or island strum for this bar. In bars 5 to 8 we just repeat the last 4 bars again, so bar 5 is an evenly split bar of A and E7. Bar 6 is a split bar of F sharp minor and A7, but with that early change to A7. Bar 7, an evenly split bar of D and D minor, and bar 8 is a full bar of A. So if I play through the verse with just the chords, it should sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. With the lyrics,
there are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain.
The choruses are also 8 bars long, and you'll be pleased to hear that the chord changes are slower here. So each chord gets a full bar to itself. In bar 1 we have a bar of F sharp minor. In bar 2 we have a bar of D. Then in bar 3 we get a bar of G. And in bar 4 a bar of A. In bar 5 we go back to F sharp minor. And then in bar 6 we have an unexpected but lovely change to B7. And in bar 7 we have a D minor, and finally in bar 8 we're back to an A. So if I play through the chorus with the lyrics, we would have
all these places had their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life I love them all.
Then we get our riff played again, but just once this time. Or if you're playing the chords. The second verse is the exact same chord progression as the first, but with different lyrics. So I won't go over the chords again, but if I just play through it, we would have.
But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new.
The second chorus is structurally the same as the first, but with different lyrics.
Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them in my
Next we have the bridge, or the solo section of the song, where George Martin composed and played a baroque sounding piano solo. He actually recorded the piano parts at half speed and an octave down, and then the recording was sped back up to match the tempo of the song, which gave the effect of a very Bach-like harpsichord piece. I'm not going to cover the solo in this video as it's very difficult to play at full tempo and deserves a whole tutorial of its own, which I might get around to at some point, but for now I'll just cover what's happening with the chord progression here. And the good news is that it's actually just an instrumental verse with the same chord progression as verses 1 and 2. So the chord progression would be... Then the third and last chorus is exactly the same as the second chorus, both in the chord sequence and the lyrics, so...
Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more.
After the final chorus, we get the riff played once more. But then there's a single strum of a D minor chord, where Lennon sings, "In my life," in a falsetto voice that I'm not even going to attempt. Then in his normal register sings, "I love you more." And this time the riff is played once again, starting on the word more. I love you more. And then has these extra 3 notes played, shown here on the E string after it, and finally resolves to an A chord. So the full ending. In my life, I love you more. So we now have a nice ukulele arrangement with the chords and the riffs for In My Life. I'll link to my play along video for you to practice with in both the card above and the video description below. Please be sure to hit the like button if you found this tutorial helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more ukulele content. Let me know in the comments if there's any other songs you'd like to learn next. If you'd like a PDF copy of the song sheet with the lyrics and the riffs and the chord diagrams, buy me a coffee. See how to do so in the video description below, and I'll email one over to you. Alternatively, join me over at my Patreon site where all my video tutorials and accompanying PDFs can be found in one place. The link for this can also be found in the video description below. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.
Oh, I know